Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming in hard and off the card. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the flow, from the body and the hackers on my phone. And my tablet as well. You know what I'm saying? This goes out, you know what I'm saying, from the heat in the street. It doesn't matter what you tap or what you dig in and look and see what you can critique it like I do. You know what I'm saying? So you can try your defense all you want. But this is the facts, the crack facts. And the heat in the damn street, the flow from the body and the boom bit to your lying ass lips. This is PBNN Point Black. National News, the late and the great edition, and the ghetto edition as well. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we must do. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, you know, Rogan should get Trump a shot, you know, over there on his little podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know, it makes for good news. And at the same time, we see a lot of stuff going on, still flying through the news as well. This is PBNN Point Black National News. News. The late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. Because this is what we must do. You know what I'm saying? In all ways. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at what's going on down the line, as usual, in the news and the chaotic nonsense and the political theater and a whole bunch of carrying on with the new groove and everything going on, keeping people's mind confused off the main subject that we should be looking at even within our own government, because we have to look at our own government, especially in many ways. You know what I'm saying? And from what we see in our own government, you know what I'm saying, according to a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, I saw a news report saying that by us having this squabble amongst the Republican and the even Democrats, that in a news view that he was talking about, he was saying that, you know what I'm saying, it'll make us vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, and ready for attack. Well, the question to that would be, well, who set it up that way? You know what I'm saying? Nothing don't happen overnight. Doesn't matter what you see me put up here as a report that you digging in with your dog watch fucking, you know what I'm saying, hacking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It still lead out to the same thing. So what you see is what all of us see in our ways. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't prove anything, does it? But you hear me say now, it doesn't change anything, does it? It's still going on the same PS show. So how did it get set up to the point where we had literally a civil war amongst the left wing and the left wing and the right wing? You know what I'm saying? You know, where's the black people on the left wing? With an order of fries and some ketchup, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of biscuits on the side, you know what I'm saying, roll the fuck up, you know what I'm saying, no matter what the political theater show is, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying, and that's the way it's going to be. So there is no spine and no bullshit that you think that you can do that even phases me in any shape or fucking form, you know what I'm saying, outside that you're not. And, you know, we have to accept that, you know what I'm saying, like, for instance, there was a gentleman that said that I talk too much. Yeah, but you talk too fucking less. And this is why black people's in the mess they are today. You know what I'm saying? You know, where everybody else was informed. You know what I'm saying? Many of the black people still on the yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You want to hit the blunt? You know, and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at it as it is. Of course, life goes on as it is. It doesn't. But we still have to look at the issues that are bounce our head, that can come down on our head. You know what I'm saying? You know, even when it came to the COVID greasing, you know what I'm saying? You know, how many people know exactly what it was or what's in it? How many people know anything about it, other than what they told them? So how in the world is you spying on me is the question that I might ask. So how many people is down with the bullshit and the attack on gender? You know, and an attack on, you know, saying humanity as a whole is what we have to look at. But then to want to stay over in power, you know what I'm saying? So they have to spy and all that bullshit that they do. But we can give a flying fuck because it doesn't matter to us in more ways than one. Where's that in my pocket? You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. Yeah. mouth. I should took it up, you know, say in more ways than one. But it is what it is. So we have to look at this, you know, in a more better light. It's just the way it is. Now we're looking at the news in itself, and we see where one's coming in, where my man Ron Paul is back on the situation again. You know, say, you know, he shocks Maria about three more, about three more, about Ramo or whatever, Rumo, however, Batrimoro, Baramibor. I'm not struggling with the name anyway. With his take on the impeachment of previous Joe Biden coming by Gail Hughes 2 days ago on the media. You know what I'm saying? We see it here. You know what I mean? But we see Republican Ron Paul, you know what I'm saying? You know, had Fox Business host, you know, some Maria, you know what I'm saying, visibly surprised with his take on the possibility of Republicans impeaching the creepy ass president, creepy Joe Biden, tricky ass, on Thursday. But Paul was on the morning with Maria on Fox Business News Network, you know what I'm saying, to talk about the latest development with Hunter Creepy Biden, Little Biden, and, you know, Creepy Joe himself, both in court and as the subject of congressional investigation. But the problem with that also, Ron Paul, there was a lot of other motherfuckers running around this motherfucking place that should be, you know what I'm saying, in court under investigation by the congressional investigations. You know what I'm saying? Not just Creepy Joe and Creepy Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? But they're the top of the list because this in the position which they hold. Yes, we must keep it on the neck. You know what I'm saying? But Romo, you know what I'm saying, the Kentucky Republican about, you know what I'm saying, he has a Kentucky Republican Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, you know, floating impeachment, and California Demon Democratic Adam Schiff, you know, responding by saying the Republicans are descending into chaos. No, the Demon Democrats have brought the country and descended it into chaos for a very long time prior to today. So, you know, you're just reversing your role playing, such as you did with the black people. You know what I'm saying? So you said you were, you know, Africans and you were Egyptians and they're not black, they're blue. You know what I'm saying? And even if they're black, they're white, you know, and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you steal my identity and try to give me yours and then call me what they will call you. Which is bullshit altogether. Let me see it, you know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I mean? In more ways than one. But we see where Paul was on the morning show, you know what I'm saying? And he was speaking about the investigation, you know what I'm saying? But we see where Maria asked the Kentucky Republican about the Speaker Kevin McCarthy floating the impeachment about. Paul laughed at the clip and said a great deal, you know, of irony. The, you know, pot here, the black really, here calling the pot here calling the kettle black. You know what I'm saying? Good quote. The guy who impeached the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, with no hearing. Imagine that. Ooh. Yeah, but the law applies to everyone. He had no hearing, but he impeached him. I wonder how that worked. You know what I'm saying? Impeached him with no hearing, you know, in the situation. You know, they just went straight to the floor and impeached the President of the United States. How the fuck you do that? Show you the plot that's in our government that is not fucking right. Saying have nothing to do with Donald J. Trump in its fullness, but yes, it do. Because he's the one in the group. But at the same time, if it was someone else, another president, you know what I'm saying, and he was in there doing the right thing and trying to make the country right, would they scandalize him the same as they did John F. Kennedy, you know what I'm saying, and many other presidents, you know what I'm saying, even though we know full well how they grew. This still doesn't go by the law in itself. So we want to know how they went straight to the floor and impeached the president. This is a guy who had no, you know, respect for the Fourth Amendment rights, based on the white people having their Amendment rights. Okay. But he's trying to say that he didn't respect the main Fourth Amendment rights. Why not? How do you go straight from the floor and impeach the president with no hearing? Based on some schematical rule or some great earthquake coming to destroy demon Democrats and democracy. We see, in all ways. No hearing, straight to the floor. You know what I'm saying? As we see, a guy that has no respect for the Fourth Amendment of his colleague who illegally searched their phone records. This is a man without any, balance of any kind of respect, semi-balance or whatever, of any kind of respect for the rules of law. The demon Democrats never did. So, what's new with the bullshit with these clowns? When have they ever respected the law in any shape or form, or fully get prosecuted for the crimes against humanity? Is the question. You see. Now, but he then went on just to warn against, falling into the same trap demon Democrats did with the President of the United States. The demon Democrats immediately rushed to impeach without hearing this and that. I think there's need to be continuous investigation into he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? He warned that rushing to impeach is a danger to the Republic, stating his position in kind of an amazing way, saying, I don't really want to impeach every president come forward. But here's what Ron Paul thinks. But I think it would be better to gather more evidence before impeachment. If there's going to be an impeachment, let's have quite a bit of evidence out there that the American people are actually behind this, because I don't really want to impeach every president come forward. I think the demon Democrats set a terrible precedent in impeaching Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, just because they didn't like him. Boom, shaka, laka. Basically, and both of their impeachment, fell flat and made them look, I think, terrible. But I think it's not good for the Republic to keep impeaching presidents and indicting presidents. All of this stuff is destructive. The other side say, oh, they want therefore preserving democracy. They're putting everyone against each other. That's correct. And they're destroying the fabric of our republic. That is right. So I think we have to be careful not to fall into the same trap. Very, very great quote. You know what I'm saying? But we see about Maria push back on the idea that there wasn't enough evidence. So you don't feel like you have enough evidence, she said flatly. You got whistleblowers' testimony. You got bank records. indicting millions, indicating millions of dollars coming from foreign to shell company that eventually made their way to the Joe Biden family members. And all of that is somewhat, you know what I'm saying, persuasive. You know what I'm saying? Said Ron Paul as, you know, Maria eyebrows shot up in surprise. I would want to find more. I would keep pressuring the FBI. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, in other words, it's all right in what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be thorough investigation in all ways. There needs to be thorough investigation. You know, we having a whole bunch of bull crappery going on, and no one seems to want to, you know, look at this thing from a brightness perspective. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they want to see is the demon Democrats running shit, causing mad chaos across the land, going up into everybody's country, invading their country for the benefits and the wealth of tyrants, including themselves as the one who orchestrated it off and brought it to the people's land. Many of the different groups that's in the land of Africa and of course in this different Islamic and Christianity vibe pushing down on the people, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, literally destroying their land, the people, and also and just to take over the area as if, you know, say, like I said, Africa is their bread basket. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's back to black again, you know what I'm saying, as you see, you know what I'm saying, in all ways, you know what I'm saying? But we see a judge dismiss Trump's big lie, you know what I'm saying, defamation lawsuit against CNN, you know what I'm saying? So I guess Trump can't get, and if you notice, every time Trump put a lawsuit that he doesn't get anywhere lately, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else gets to put the lawsuit and indictments and all these different things on Donald J. Trump. But when Donald J. Trump tried to push back, you notice they completely, this is called tying them up in court. You know what I'm saying? So we know that's the part of the schematical plan that they want to do, all the way that every time that they push on, the indictment comes true. It's this, it's that. We don't know about the whistleblowers. We don't hear the testimony. The people don't see no information. We just hear about a report come out saying what the whistleblower or these different nutcase, knucklehead bean fucking slop buckets, you know what I'm saying, is saying about Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? You know, so in other words, you're blackballing the president of the United States, incomplete, you know what I'm saying, blackballization to keep him from becoming the president again. And this is the way we see it, because why would judges keep dismissing his cases, you know what I'm saying, and not giving him his just due is beyond me. But we see the federal judge slapped it down, a more than $400 million defamation lawsuit brought by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, against CNN for, you know what I'm saying, network use of the phrase "the big lie" when referring to Trump's numerous false claims about the 2020 election. It's not a false claim. You cheated the election. No, I'm never going to see it any other way. Because you could cheat the election, and you did cheat the election in many ways. Not just the ballot boxes, machines, and most of all, the Electoral College. You fucked up our election process in all ways. You act as if like what you did and what you let go on is so great and so sweet, and we must trust that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, that's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? When we look at the persuasiveness of the community and the people as a whole by your beastly fucking Luciferian blood-sucking bunch of groups. You know what I'm saying? Bringing all kinds of garbage, even right out to the Capitol Hill. And did not show any intelligence to be in any shape or form based on anything else other than chaos and blaminization of a president, you know what I'm saying, of the United States to be the corporate that you have demonized, other than rather, what, I guess, assassinate him. You know what I'm saying? You're full of shit then, and you're full of shit now. This is why even the walls, wake up down there, you know, spying and dog watching my motherfucking tablet. You know what I'm saying? But when we see here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The federal judge, you know what I'm saying? They're using the big lie. It would take CNN News, lying ass news. You know what I'm saying? Along with the come see our brother. You know what I'm saying? Up there doing a whole him and Don Butthead Lemon. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of other jackasses, you know what I'm saying? You know, talking about a podcast and shit. Even Candace Owens, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what she said. You know what I'm saying? She split back and forth just like a fucking idiot sometimes to me too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when we look at all the players in the field, it still come out to the same chaotic nonsense, doesn't it?